A group of 30 of the best engineers in the world stood defeated in a high-security research lab outside of Boston. They had been working around the clock for 3 days to break into the emergency override system of a climate control vault. This was an experimental chamber that held delicate, life-saving nanotech prototypes and started overheating when the system failed. Millions of dollars in research would be lost if they lost access. Worse, that technology was intended for critical, pediatric treatments that were already being tested. Maya was back on her scooter 2 weeks later, zipping through rainy streets while juggling deliveries, night classes, and doctor appointments. Every second counted. Except for the fact that people now stopped when they recognized her, her life had not changed much. She once received a crayon drawing of herself saving the day in the form of a superhero. She was embraced by a woman who whispered, "My son is on the wait list for that treatment." To her, "I appreciate it." Maya, however, did not feel like a hero. She continued to live in a small apartment. Despite the shaking of the elevator, you still took the stairs. She still experienced nights when her back hurt and her spirits sank. However, something had changed within her. She had been heard by others, believed in her. She felt seen for the first time in a long time. After dropping off dinner at a technology company one evening, a young intern rushed up to her. "I'm sorry, but are you the Maya?" She smiled slightly. "Depends on what you mean when you say the person who broke open that vault. Right now, that trial involves my sister. She talked about you constantly." Maya looked up. "Is she doing well?" "More so than ever. They believe that the treatment is effective." He gave her a note that was folded. "She requested that I give you this," I said. Maya read the paper quietly on her scooter, which was parked under the streetlight. It read, in careful, shaky handwriting, "You saved me, even though you don't know me. I wish I could do the same for someone else one day." Maya spent a long time staring at the note. She then opened her phone without thinking and clicked on an old, incomplete college application. She felt ready now, though she had no idea where it would lead. She stayed up late that night typing, deleting, and dreaming, due to the fact that the impossible had already occurred once. In addition, there are times when the key is discovered by someone you least expect, when no one else is able to unlock the door. The temperature inside was rising. Literally, the lead engineer screamed, sweat dripping down his brow. "No one touches the panel unless you have a better idea than 30 MIT grads." Maya Patel came in at that point, carrying a large, slightly damaged paper bag with the words "Curry and Chai Express" written across it. "Delivery." She made the offer and held up the receipt. There was no response. They were too focused on failing once more. Maya, 24, had been working as a food delivery driver in Cambridge for almost 2 years, while also attending night classes and taking care of her rare immune disorder brother Arjun. She shouldn't have been there. She stopped when she saw the chaos through the glass walls and a few engineers pacing outside, muttering. Despite the fact that the address was slightly off, the delivery was actually for the building next door. Curious. "I told you, unless you have a better idea." Maya came forward to interrupt, saying, "I might. Is that a control panel from Gen 9? The room stopped talking. "Do you know this apparatus?" inquired an astonished assistant engineer. Maya shrugged. "Kind of. I assisted in repairing one in my apartment complex. We became dissatisfied with the freezing showers after the landlord refused to upgrade." A few laughs, one complete guffaw. However, the chief engineer was not laughing. "You only have 5 minutes. Don't touch anything. Just express your thoughts to me." Maya scanned the screen as she leaned in. Her eyes sparkled. "Okay, this appears to be a safety loop. You've been attempting to change it through the main interface, correct?" A nod. "It will not work. There is a back door hidden in Gen 9's, literally. Engineers don't use the mechanical reset behind the access plate because it's manual and hard to reach. The side panel was opened by them. Wires, dust, and precisely what she described, the chief. Engineer appeared bewildered. "How did you find out?" I looked over the old manual. Forums online. In Mumbai, a maintenance worker posted about it, declared that it saved his building. After about 5 minutes, the vault hissed open. Out came cool air. The prototypes had no danger. Incredulity erupted in the room. Clapping started by someone. Then all of them did. "Delivery girl breaks the code, saves millions in life-saving technology," appeared in headlines the following day. The rise of social media, the hashtags, "Shamaya solved it" and "From curry to code" became popular all over the world. However, Maya had no interest in the fame. She had no Twitter account at all. She simply desired to complete her subsequent delivery on time. The nanotechnology that she saved is still unknown. Later, it would be used in a revolutionary treatment that put her brother Arjun into remission. And that was the surprise that life had prepared just for her. Maya answered simply, "What motivated me to speak up that day?" Helping doesn't always mean knowing everything. It's about not assuming that other people will. The 30 engineers who failed are remembered worldwide. However, they pay tribute to the one delivery girl who dared to believe she could be of assistance. Because being kind doesn't always require a college degree. It may occasionally arrive in a paper bag,